I'm ready.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another final countdown here on Pez of the Mind. I was going to do the thing, but I'm not going to. Let's just move on. This is the show where we count down the top 5 of whatever I feel like counting down that month. And of course, if you've been watching the last few episodes of the final countdown, you know that 2017 is our year of villains. So every list in 2017 is related to villains.
Yep.
So today we're counting down our top 5 of Villain Lairs. That's right.
Or bases.
Or bases. Same thing. Joining me are Chriz the Mole.
Hello.
And Anastasia Lazerbeam. Pew pew.
Hello.
And so we're just going to go through our top 5 Villain Lairs. Per the usual, we're going to start on my far left by these squares on my screen. So, pew pew, you're number 5.
All right, my number 5 is in Emperor's New Groove, Esma's hideout.
Crunk.
Yeah, I want all the freaking gadgets and shit, and then the potions eventually, and then it's hard to get there. I thought it was really cool and fun, although super hard to actually use functionally.
Why do we even have that lever?
Yeah.
Nice.
I was really careful there because nothing's labeled.
Yeah, it was like, this is insane, but it's kind of like a fun house.
Kind of. That is a good layer.
Nice.
All right. Mole number 5.
We'll say I apologize to Pew in advance.
Uh-oh.
Only because of what I was going to describe this one as the best, in my opinion, of the Disney bases.
Okay.
From the greatest Disney film of all time.
Okay. Oh, nice.
The Elephant Graveyard.
Pew's not even looking.
She's not. She doesn't care.
No.
But yeah, it's The Elephant Graveyard, which best Lion King, best Disney film. Elephant Graveyard, best Disney villain song, Be Prepared. All of which happened in The Elephant Graveyard, and just looking at it, you instantly feel like Simba and Nala, like, whoa, with everything just going. And it's like, oh, that's so cool.
True.
So that was my number
5.
Where did you?
Okay. Here's a shocker. Directly speaking, I have no Disney Lairs on my list.
What?
Directly speaking, which means Kingdom Hearts is on his list.
Very good, Mole. You know me well.
I have one too. I was actually just trying to pull the image up. That's what I was doing on my phone.
Fair enough. Well, let's go ahead and continue. I'll get to that later.
All right.
But first of all, I'm going to start off with my number 5. Because there is another franchise I'm obligated to include on lists like this.
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers. I give it to Lord Zed's Moon Palace. Right there. Because it's better than Rita's.
Oh, no, you called it.
He did. So, yeah, it's better than Rita's Moon Palace because Rita's was kind of generic. Whereas Lord Zed's, they went out of the way to design. It looks really badass. It's got this balcony that they look out over Earth on. And it's got this really intimidating look. And then, when you go inside the thing and you see it's got Lord Zed's stone throne just in the middle of the room. He's just sitting there all evil. There's fans, there's smoke everywhere. It's freaking creepy. I like that, the first few times when Lord Zed showed up before they pussied him out and made him marry Rita, he turned around in that throne, you were terrified. That was a scary ass villain lair.
I was not terrified.
Maybe you weren't.
I thought he was cool.
Well,
ironically, a lot of kids our age say they weren't afraid of Zed. They thought he was cool as hell. Parents assumed they'd be scared and phoned in.
True. Well, anyway, I thought, scary or not scary, I thought that Lord Zed's moon base was cool, mostly because of that stone throne, because that's badass.
Oh yeah, it was awesome when he rotates around.
Yeah. And he has a badass theme song. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, Lord Zed's Moon Palace. Okay. Got the Power Rangers one out of the way first. Boop. Oh, excuse me. Back over to Pew for number 4.
Okay, number 4. Can you let's see if the way you can make it see it. There,
pull back just a little bit. There we go. Okay,
it's
what?
I think I'm saying this right. Nanda Barbette. That's where the League of Assassins is from.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I think that was cool because it's like a little freaking desert or something. Kind of reminds me of maybe even in Turkey or someplace like that. it's just cool because it's like this little underground, like, you know, impenetrable fortress where they can like secretly train everyone. You can just disappear forever and then like come back and be like, nope, totally there. But apparently it's super accessible no matter where you are, because people could just go there like all the time and come back like in no time. Or at least in the show Arrow, because they're always just popping there for like a weekend at there and come back. Like it doesn't take that long to get there at all.
Fair enough.
Plus, it was where the running joke of Merlin can just get in anywhere pretty much began. Where it doesn't matter where it is, Malcolm Merlin can just walk in.
Yes, pretty much.
Fair enough. Mole, number 4.
My number 4 is really inconspicuous. It's probably the most inconspicuous base or lair that I've got on my list, and I argue maybe the most inconspicuous base ever. But yet it contains the ultimate evil.
Wolfram and Heart.
Wolfram and Heart from Angel.
Ah, nice.
It's a giant loaf. The inside has like hell creatures and dimensions and evil spirits and prophecies, and it's fucking psychopathic. That Wolfram and Heart were just great villains to Angel, and having it look like just a normal law firm base was just fucking hilarious. And if they were just great villains. And yeah, that was a great base.
Nice. Okay, back over to me.
Sorry, back over to Jim.
I'm going to my number 4, and I went a little out of the box for this because I thought this was cool. Because only one version of this character technically had an evil base, but it was a pretty badass evil base. Because
what is it? I don't know what it is.
It's Biff Tannen's Pleasure Paradise from Back to the Future Part 2.
Oh, interesting.
Nice.
Of course, Biff Tannen's, of course, this is from the alternate version of 1985 after Marty buys a sports almanac in 2015, and old Biff Tannen steals a time machine and goes back to 1955 to give the almanac to himself, and as a result, he becomes incredibly rich off of gambling, and he basically takes over Hill Valley, and the former Hill Valley Courthouse, a famous landmark in the show, has been transformed into the Biff Tannen Pleasure Paradise Hotel and Casino, which is just this hive of scum and villainy of just people gambling and drinking and doing drugs and banging hookers. And Biff is in the top penthouse with his goons, and he treats his wife like shit, and he treats Marty like shit in the scene that he's in, and it was this ultimate horrifying thing when Marty first saw it in this horrible alternate future that Biff created that this was the centerpiece of, and it was just really effective for the villain of Biff. This is what given unlimited money and unlimited power, this is what Biff would do, and it was the ultimate representation of Biff's evil, and that was just like, yes, that is cool.
Nice.
If you didn't like it, security was going to throw, and he had his own museum dedicated to him in the lobby. Come on.
So does the Flash.
That's true. But the difference is the Flash actually deserves a museum.
Okay, so
Pew number 3.
Number 3. Okay, here is mine.
Something really bright. Whoa.
It's The World That Never Was, Kingdom Hearts 2. And I really liked it because it was this cool like city place, but also had like a freaking castle in it. But it was like a modern style castle, and it was very white. Everything was very bright. You know, it was not like your dark, glooming castle. It was actually just like it's very contrasty to owned by the nobodies. So, and there's a lot of shit that went down in there. That's where you got Riku, your like bestie, who looked like, I'm gonna say the wrong name because I can't follow the whole bullshit story thing, but I'm gonna say Xehanort, but it's probably not him or somebody. He had somebody's face. He wasn't Riku for a while, but then he was.
That's close enough.
Yeah, who gives a shit? But you got Riku eventually. That's the point, and that's what you also I think get your like flight ability from your final form. So. In your like drives, so that was really cool. So a lot of awesome stuff happened there.
Excellent choice. I find it hilarious talk about it. The world never was from Kingdom Hearts 2, and you use the world icon from the 3DS game.
Hey, I just googled the image. Okay, don't tell it to Google.
Fair enough. Mole number 3.
My number 3, and it's ironic because mine and Pew slightly match up on slightly opposites and similar-ish stuff. Mine is a castle from a video game.
Oh.
But mine's definitely dark and brooding. But also fun for go-karting.
Ha! Yes.
Bowser's Castle, because I'm sorry, you play Mario and it's all bright, bright, bright. The second you get to the castle, you're like, oh shit. And the rules change, man. On the outside, you jump on a turtle and it dies, man. You jump on one inside the castle, it comes back. What kind, and who the hell builds their castle like this? Like, it must take Bowser fucking forever to get into his living room. It's like a death trap, man. But
yeah, he has to go through he has to go through the same set of pathways 9 times until he picks the right one each time.
Yeah, it's elaborate. There's been multiple versions. Each one's elaborate. They're fun. They're looming. When you see them in the game, like, oh shit. And even in other spin-offs like Mario Kart, they're still fun. Bowser's Castle.
Good choice. Good choice.
Thank you.
All right. Back over to me.
No.
Yes.
Over to Pew.
Ha. No. My show.
You've lost your right to show.
No. I'm in control here.
No.
The biggest lie you ever told yourself.
Oh, very funny. Okay. So my number 3 is a lair that was really cool as a lair, but mostly just cool as the concept for this lair, because generally the running joke was that it was not cool as a functional lair. It's a Technodrome.
Yeah.
Because it was a really cool lair, but it never fucking worked. It never had any power. It was just, oh, this is a cool place we can hang out. We have a big computer screen. When they got it working, it was, oh god, it's a rolling death machine. What are we gonna do? But they only got it running for like 5 seconds.
Mm.
But it's still an awesome lair. It's got a giant eye on top and watches you, and it's pretty cool. And honorable mention to the version from the new Turtles show that had like the eye in the middle and crap, because that was really cool.
Yep.
So very cool Technodrome from the Ninja Turtles. I like that.
All right.
All right. Back to
No,
Logo
you've
and
never
over to Pew.
played this game, so you wouldn't know. But this one is mine. It's the collector base.
Whoa, pull
from
back
Mass
a little
Effect
bit. You're a
2.
little too close. There we go.
There
Okay.
you go. So basically, this is a giant thing, and it also can fire lasers and shit, and it's a spaceship, and it's fully functional to go places, come back places. So, and it's also freaking made of rock and stuff on the outside to disguise itself as asteroids and stuff, so you can't even see it if you look out a window.
That's cool.
So, yeah, it's just super badass. And also, depending on how fast you are, you could see all your friggin' friends get flushed into liquid paste into if you're not fast enough to do the thing, and most of your crew dies except for I think the nurse or whatever. So a lot of crazy shit happens, and then they have this whole hive octagons going places and matching things. So it was pretty sweet.
Nice.
Cool. Back over to Mole.
My number 2. It's only number 2 because of one teeny tiny little flaw in its design.
What is that? Oh, the freaking Death Star.
One teeny tiny little flaw
Just a minor one.
that made it blow up twice. 4 times if you include the 2 rip-offs from Phantom Menace and what the hell's the new one, Force Awakens.
Yeah.
But still, it's impressive, it's iconic, so it definitely belongs on the list, but its flaw... Plus, the only villain whose lair that really I felt was Tarkin. The Emperor wasn't there in the first film. Vader worked for him, so it wasn't really his base. But it's still a villain base or lair, so because it's a space station, it counts.
Yeah.
So Death Star, number 2.
Nice.
Over to Jim.
Yay.
For the weather.
No. It
As in
sucks.
whether or not it's Power Rangers again.
It sucks. It's raining out. All right, number 2.
Rita's moon base.
No, that moon base.
The Machine Empire's moon base.
No.
The moon base from the movie.
No.
The moon base from the new movie.
She didn't have a moon base in the new movie.
As I said, oh wait, she didn't have one.
Yes.
The Space Witch didn't have a moon base. Huh.
Well, she wasn't really a
Almost
space
like-
witch. She
almost-
was just an evil. Well,
Green Ranger.
They
Yeah.
literally describe her on most packaging, including action figures I own, as the Space Witch.
really? Huh. Interesting.
Cancel.
Fair enough. Anyway, I'm gonna throw back to Pew. The castle that never was.
Ha!
I didn't go with the whole because the whole world was cool, but I particularly like the castle because it was just floating in the air. It's bright white. It's used in multiple games and it's different every time, and it's always a maze. There's tons of bad guys spawning on you. You know, you get lost there. Stuff changes around when you do things, especially in the 3DS game where you activate the ability in that game called the Rush, and it basically you can unlock rooms and change things around, and just like it's creepy. Like you never know what's coming, and you know something is always coming. And then you finally get through the whole thing, and there's this group of dudes in black cloaks sitting on these varying height thrones in the middle of the thing in this blank white room, just plotting evil. It's like, yes, that's evil and awesome. Castle that never was. All right, number 1. Take it away, Pew.
Number 1, because just because of how amazing it was. Oh, come on, you serious?
Okay, Mo, why don't you go?
Nope, I got it.
Okay.
No,
Fine.
okay, hang on, she's okay.
I just muted it, so like whoever can pick up. It's
Okay.
fine. All right. Why does it keep turning upside down? Wait. Why does it do that?
New to Pet of the Mind, Pew uses technology.
Yes.
Okay. Son of a bitch.
Educating Pew.
It's upside
Here
down.
it's upside down. You see, it's the cocoon.
Ah, nice.
Cocoon from Venture Brothers. See, look, I'll flip it, and then it'll be okay, and then it goes back upside down. But anyway, so it's the cocoon from Venture Brothers because it's awesome. It just because he's like the monarch, I'm Butterfly. It's all this like huge thing that looks like this shitty like giant flying turd, but it's fine because it's like it's awesome and it works, and the whole thing's a hive, and you know it's great. It's amazing because he's like the most threatening villain in like the whole show, and he's like the least intimidating.
Nice.
If that's
I
like
approve.
if you can understand that, he's like the most powerful guy. Like everybody else just has a gimmick and whatever, and they lose, but he just keeps coming back no matter what. Like, and his image is the worst. So I just love that.
Nice.
villain
Nice.
it is.
All right, Mole number 1.
My number 1.
Ah,
What is that?
nice.
The Hall of Doom.
Yeah.
The base of the Injustice League.
Oh, cool.
Which, yeah, it's hidden in the middle of fucking Slaughter Swamp, which is awesome. It's had some of the most iconic villains ever in it, like Joker, Gorilla Grodd, Cheetah, Lex Luthor's been in there, Poison Ivy. So many iconic villains have been in this one lair.
And us, if you played
That instantly
DCUO.
gives it- Thanks, but yeah, as I was saying, it instantly gives it credibility. And like I said, I'm not taking the DCUO one. I literally took the one from the comic.
Fair enough.
Injustice League is what I mentioned, not the Legion of Doom. Although it was used in a film for Legion of Doom. But yeah, I was going to say I went with the Injustice League one from the comics because it's just a great base.
Fair enough.
And that is who's meant to be in there, the Injustice League.
Okay. I wasn't aware that was a thing. Fair enough.
Slaughter Swamp.
Slaughter Swamp. Okay.
Well, the Hall of Doom, but it's inside Slaughter Swamp.
Well, yeah.
Which you know you don't end up there, what with the slaughter and all.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I never knew the swamp had a name. Now I know.
You do.
I do. And back over to
Now
me.
to James' number 1.
Indeed.
The birdcage from Animorphs.
What?
And I assume an evil bird lived in a cage.
No. Although I didn't think of Animorphs. If this was Blade Ship, would have been badass. But no,
The churn bucket.
not the jump bucket. That's good. No. Truth be told, like that, maybe it's because I'm not as big a fan of the franchise, so maybe that's the difference between me and Mole. I'm not sure. It's hard to say, but I overlooked the flaw.
Death Star.
It's a giant station that can blow up a planet. It's badass.
To be fair, it wasn't number 2 just because of its flaw. It was also because I didn't feel like a major villain in the story used it as a base, like over the overarching story.
That's fair enough. See, like I said, from the perspective of a limited fan, my mind, when I think Death Star, I always think, oh, Darth Vader's on the Death Star. So that's the connection I always have, even though I know he's not on it, as much as people tend to think that he is.
Yeah, plus he has his own castle if you see Rogue One.
True. I haven't seen Rogue One yet, so I didn't know that.
Well,
I mean, I heard about it, but I haven't not seen the movie. I didn't want to count it.
Yep.
So the Death Star is cool.
Even if you don't, he's always second in command in both films to whoever's on the Death Star.
True. But either way, it's cool. So Death Star.
It is cool.
All right, and I couldn't fit it on my list, so I'm just I don't have a picture of it, but honorable mention to the Flying Dutchman from the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, because it's an evil pirate ship where people serve 100 years of servitude, and it goes underwater, and it just comes up, and it's creepy, and the people are part of the ship, and it's awesome.
I had 2 honorable mentions.
Shoot.
The Black Pyramid from Thundercats.
Nice.
Mumra's base, that was so awesome. It lost points for me just because of how many times the hero snuck in there, then pushed his sarcophagus into the thing and killed him in there. It's like, okay, ancient spirits of evil, they don't protect shit. Plus, the ancient spirits of evil at one time even transformed, I think it was Snarf in an episode, so clearly they had no loyalty, they were just dicks.
What the hell did transform Snarf into?
Snarfer, I think.
Oh my
it was
God.
something stupid. It was stupid. It was near the end. Yeah.
Wow.
It's stupid as fuck. It was near the end when it were bad. But yeah, the other honorable mention would be to the Death Egg.
Death Egg.
Because it was fun to play through. It looked cool. The only reason it was on my base was because it was basically the Death Star, but with Dr. Robotnik or Eggman's face as the base itself. The Death Egg.
Nice. That is cool.
I do not have any honorable mentions.
Not even Asteroid M?
Nope.
Not even the chump?
Nope.
I don't know.
Not even Jim's Library?
Ha!
No, that's a good place. I get a bunch of free shit. Comics.
Not even Wario Land?
Wario Land. Not even wherever the evil ponies hide in the pony show?
Yep.
Well, it always turns good in the end, so it doesn't last very long.
Yeah.
Not even the White House?
Ooh.
Political.
Topical. Okay then. Well, this has been a look at our top 5 villain lairs.
Not even the Fortress of Solitude, where the biggest dick ever lives.
Oh.
He denied people in water. He killed a woman because she didn't propose to her.
He melted the Joker's face with heat vision.
No, that's something he actually did.
Oh.
No, he did in the Injustice stuff. That's something he was meant to have done. That's actually in context.
Oh, you were making it out of context. Okay,
I was taking all the
you.
covers out of context because it's more funny.
That's true.
Pope hat.
Pope hat Superman, yes.
Jim needs a Pope hat at his library.
No, I don't. At any rate, thank you for joining us for the video. Stay tuned next month when our theme will be villain of vehicles, mounts, and other modes of transportation.
Yep.
And thank you too for joining me as always.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And we'll see you next time.